How's it going, guys? It's SRC Madman and HRG Madgirl, and welcome back to Marble Blast Platinum Custom Levels. This is part 28, and here's 4 more gameplays of 4 more custom levels. Let's get started. So here's my gameplay of the custom level Peer Pressure. So in this level, you have to get 3 gems on this wooden pier, and it looks cool because there's all these wooden platforms that you have to parkour on, and I got the first gem, and now I had to do a diagonal movement here. I guess it was the running start from earlier. Then I did the diagonal movement, went on this platform, and then moved on, parkoured on these platforms, and then there was this part with these boxes. I had to parkour on these boxes to get my 3rd and final gem. And it actually took me a while because I did try here the first time, but then I eventually fell on trying to get on this platform right here. So I had to climb again, and I actually kind of had trouble getting on this small box. So it did take me a while to actually do it right. But the 3rd time I actually got the last gem and got on these platforms, I was actually about to fall off at first, but then I managed to roll easily to the finish. So here's my gameplay of the level Art of Moving Walls. So this level has 8 gems, and it works that you have to time your jumps with the moving walls. I tried to do a wall hit on that first wall over there, and it didn't work. But when I tried in the other wall with the shock absorber, or I mean with the anti-recoil, it worked. Then I used the anti-recoil to get the 4 gems up here, and at the end, when I got down, I got the time modifier. And then my next gem, for my next gem, I took a turn to the right, and had to time the jump with the wall, which wasn't too hard. Then I took a turn to the right, and I got the 2 gems that are up here. I had to time it to see if there was something up here, and there were 2 gems along with the time modifier, like I said. And so I got them, and then I went back down and got my last gem, which was over here. I had to time my jump with this wall, get the gem, and time my jump even with the return. And now all I had to do was get to the finish, which was right over there. All I had to do was time it, and it was pretty easy to get to the finish. So here's my gameplay of the custom level Dive to Eternity. So this level only has 1 gem, and the way this level works is that you have to go through a bunch of these loop-de-loops, and there's actually quite a lot of them before you get the gem, and then you later get to the finish. So yeah. This was my 2nd loop, and this is where I realized that there was only 1 gem for me to correct. I mean, for me to collect. So then I just kind of went through the loops like this, just did it kind of for fun. I was speeding up, but I didn't really worry that much. I kept going like this, and at some point there were pitfalls. Okay, this one took me a 2nd attempt to make it, so I kind of slowed down there. See, I had to jump every time because otherwise I would end up hitting the edge or falling off. Not this time though. Alright, I had to do this other loop, and now there was a bunch of pitfalls. There were a bunch of pitfalls. And then I had to go here, and I was going a little fast, but now I actually kind of worried here because it looks like I had to stop at the end. And I kind of did have to because I had to turn around. But I managed to do it safely. So I just got my only gem in this level, along with the speed booster, which I used to go through this first loop, which it didn't work out at the first attempt. I had to take 2 attempts. It took 2 attempts. Okay, I went through several loops before going through this huge loop, and I think I should have probably saved that super speed for this part right here. If I actually had the super speed to use right here, I would have actually done the whole loop. But because the loop was too big and I had nothing to use to speed myself up, I had to be happy with this by doing it like so. And I was almost done with the level. The finish was right there, and all I had to do was this, and it wasn't that bad to get to the finish, as I thought. So here's my gameplay of the custom level Ring Ride. So this level has 5 gems, and you have to get each of them in a ring. So for the first gem, I had to use a jump boost and get it by bouncing on the bouncy floor. And I actually really like this song. This is a really good custom song. I really like it. And for the second jump, I had to bounce on the bouncy floor and get it in the air. And then for the third gem, I figured I had to ricochet off the wall back on the platform and go elsewhere. So I took a running start and went. But it turns out that there was actually a teleporter that teleported me. And then for the fourth gem, I had to use the marble recoil. And I had to avoid touching the ring, or else I would have had to restart. And I had to get the last gem in the air by using the gravity defiers. And even though I landed here on the platform, I still managed to get the last gem, like so, and land safely on the finish. And that's the 4 gameplays. Hope you enjoyed them. But there you have it, guys. That was Mario Blast Platinum Custom Levels Part 28. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to get notified of the latest videos, and hit the like button on this video. Bye! Anyway, guys, this is the video. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!